Our next item is supplementary reading. It is Unit 7. Supplementary reading it is. The title of the story is Caught Sneezing. Caught Sneezing by Oscar Wilde. By Oscar Wilde. He is a great story writer and very famous for his stories. Oscar Wilde. Caught sneezing. And if any unwanted particles that goes through your nose, immediately the lungs act and they try to send out the unwanted particle. So you will get the sneeze and a sudden explosion through your nose. It is called sneezing. And the hero of this short story is Hubert. Hubert is the hero of this short story, and he is of 14 years old. A little boy of 14 years old. 14. Keep it in your mind. A little boy of 14, Hubert, once travelled on his horse through a lonely road infested with thieves and robbers. And in that lonely road, always people feel afraid to go through because of the thieves and robbers. And he was going through that road. 3 hefty men. Hefty means big and strong. Big and strong thieves just waylaid him, took away his horse and beat him black and blue. It is a phrase or idiom and it has got its own meaning badly, black and blue. They beat him nicely and they took away his horse. And 3 hefty men. Poor Hubert limped his weary way across to the palatial mansion, hoping to get some help. Weary, fully exhausted, and tired. So tiredness, he was limping to the palatial mansion, hoping to get some help. He went to the palatial mansion. For help. He went to palatial mansion for help. And after losing his horse, on reaching the mansion, he raised his hand to knock when he saw the door already wide open. He was about to knock the door was open, already open. As he painfully staggered inside, that means move unsteadily. Move unsteadily. He was moving, staggered inside the house, inside the mansion. He was shocked to hear the voices of the thieves who had waylaid him. And the thieves were already there, and he happened to hear their voices. The thieves had tactfully diverted the attention of the inmates of the house to some huge noise outside, forcing them to rush into the streets to find out what was happening there. The thieves, they purposely made a big noise outside the house, and the inmates of that house, they went out to find out what is happening there. So, as the inmates were likely to return soon, the 3 thieves decided to hide inside a cupboard and wait until night to plunder the household. Plunder. That means to rob. to rob the things from the house. As soon as the inmates went out, these thieves entered into the house and they hid themselves in the cupboard. For fear of being subjected for more thrashing, Hubert suppressed his cry of horror, and by seeing them he was shocked, and he was not able to speak anything. He wanted to hide himself from those thieves because he may get more thrashing, he may get more beatings. He cleverly hid the narrow space under the staircase. Under the staircase, he hid himself. Intelligent and clever by nature, he was yearning for a chance to warn the household of the impending danger. Impending means the forthcoming danger. He wanted to inform the inmates of that mansion about the thieves. He noticed that the family, an old couple and their visiting sons and daughters who had gathered for a family function, and in that palatial mansion there was an old man. There was an old man and his wife and visiting son and daughter. Old man and his wife, visiting son and daughter were the inmates of that mansion, and who had gathered for a family function had just come back into his house. Little Hubert made his appearance meekly. Meekly means humbly. He suddenly appeared before those inmates, meekly, humbly. And he was hiding inside the house under the staircase. Immediately he appeared before the family members, shocking them all by his presence from within the house. Though they initially took him for a thief, and initially they thought that he was a thief. And the kind old man believed his story and asked the servant to offer him food. He asked his servants to supply him with food. All the while Hubert was racking his brain. Racking. It is racking. That means squeezing. Thinking more. His brain trying to find a way to forewarn the unsuspecting family of the presence of the danger lurking in the cupboard. That means hiding. He wanted to inform the inmates of that house, mansion, about the hiding thieves. Suddenly, Hubert sprang up, offering to demonstrate a few magic tricks to the family. He thought for a while, and he got an idea suddenly, and he wanted to show some tricks, magic tricks to the family. Hubert's first act was to create a storm in a cupboard. His first act was to create a storm in a cupboard. And he knows that the thieves are hiding themselves inside the cupboard, so he wanted to show a magic, that is a storm in the cupboard. He beckoned. Beckoned means making a sign. Because if he talks to the inmates, that will be heard by the thieves, and they will be alert, or they may do something wrong with that family. So he beckoned the old man to toss him the snuff box. and the old man was having the habit of taking snuff, and he was having the box. He got that snuff box, commanding the others to follow him in silence, lest his magic spell be broken. He tiptoed to the cupboard and climbed on the stool. He emptied the snuff box into the narrow opening along the upper edge of the door. Upper edge of the door of the cupboard, he just emptied the snuff box. That means he blew the snuff into it. With a few short puffs of breath, he blew the snuff into the cupboard. He blew the snuff into the cupboard. No sooner did he complete his task than there emerged a suppressed sneeze from inside the cupboard. From inside the cupboard, they had a sneezing that broke out from inside the cupboard. More snuff. And how very strange, said the old man. The old man was surprised and said, how very strange. More snuff. Hubert said in a hushed voice, gently locking the cupboard. He locked the cupboard gently and received more snuff boxes. More boxes of snuff were tossed into him, and one by one all the snuff was sprayed into the cupboard. And he sprayed all the snuff into the cupboard. Very soon there was a perfect storm of sneezes. All the three thieves, those who were hiding inside, they were unable to breathe, so they made a continuous sneezes, a storm of sneezes. After emptying several boxes, the sneezing sounds were so frequent and so loud that the family realized the presence of the strangers in their house. Only after that storm of sneezes, the family members realized somebody is in the inside the cupboard. This was not a game of magic anymore. With the help of the servants, they opened the cupboard door, well prepared to tackle the thieves. And with the help of the servants, they caught the thieves. So the sneezing caught. Much to their surprise and thanks to Hubert's skillful strategy, they found that the exhausted thieves had almost fainted. And the thieves, after sneezing more snuff, they just fainted, very badly in need of air and ventilation. Hubert retrieved his hearts back. That means retrieved. Got back. He got back his hearts from those thieves and set off on his way with the goodwill and gratitude of the old man and his family. He had proved that wisdom did not seek only the aged to express itself. Even though he was very small, he acted wisely and he got back his hearts and he saved the inmates of that mansion from the thieves. And we have some questions at the back of the text. It is page number 168 in your textbook. Answer the following questions. The first one is, what were the circumstances that led Hubert to the palatial mansion? What were the circumstances that led Hubert to the palatial mansion? Hubert was waylaid by some thieves. He was beaten badly. So he went to the palatial mansion seeking help. What were the circumstances that led Hubert to the palatial mansion? Hubert was waylaid by some thieves. He was beaten badly, so he went to the palatial mansion seeking help. The next question is, how did the thieves manage to hide? Unseen within the house. Within the house. How did the thieves manage to hide unseen within the house? The thieves tactfully diverted the attention of the inmates to some huge noise outside. When they went out to see to find what is happening. What is happening? The thieves hid themselves in a cupboard. How did the thieves manage to hide unseen within the house? The thieves tactfully diverted the attention of the inmates to some huge noise outside. When they went out to find what is happening, the thieves hid themselves in a cupboard. The next question is, what shocked Hubert when he entered the mansion? When Hubert entered the mansion, he heard the voices of the thieves who had waylaid him. And this shocked him. What shocked Hubert when he entered the mansion? When Hubert entered the mansion, he heard the voices of the thieves who had waylaid him. This shocked him. The next question is, who were the inmates of the house? Who were the inmates of the house? An old couple, they are visiting son and daughter were the inmates of the house. Only the old couple were living there and they are visiting son and daughter. They have come there, come to that house for a festival, for a function. How did the family treat Hubert? How did they treat him? At first, Hubert was mistaken for a thief. Then the kind old man believed his story and asked the servants to offer him food. How did the family treat Hubert? At first, Hubert was mistaken for a thief. Then the kind old man believed his story and asked the servants to offer him food. And by seeing Hubert inside the house, they were surprised and they thought that he was a thief. Then later on, they understood who he is. The next question is, for what was Hubert racking his brain? For what was Hubert racking his brain? Hubert was racking his brain to find a way to warn the family about the thieves hiding in the cupboard. Hiding in the cupboard. Hubert was racking his brain to find a way to forewarn the family about the thieves hiding in cupboard. He was thinking and thinking and thinking again to how to warn the family. How did Hubert perform his trick? How did Hubert perform his trick? Hubert told the inmates that he is going to demonstrate a few magic tricks. His first act was to create a storm in the cupboard. He received the snuff boxes from the old man and blew the snuff into the cupboard through an opening. Hubert told the inmates that he is going to demonstrate a few magic tricks. His first act was to create a storm in the cupboard. He received the snuff boxes from the old man and blew the snuff into the cupboard through an opening. Next question is, why did a sneeze emerged from the cupboard? Why did a sneeze emerge from the cupboard? The snuff blown into the cupboard made one of the thieves sneeze. The snuff blown into the cupboard made one of the thieves sneeze. And this was the first act. Then after that they just emptied more snuff boxes and all the three were continuously sneezing. Why were more sneezes? Had from the cupboard? Why were more sneezes heard from the cupboard? Hubert went on blowing snuff into the cupboard. He emptied several snuff boxes. So the thieves began to sneeze. Uncontrollably. Uncontrollably. Hubert went on blowing snuff into the cupboard. He emptied several snuff boxes, so the thieves began to sneeze uncontrollably. The next question is, how were the thieves vanquished? Vanquished means defeated. The meaning of this is defeated. How the thieves were defeated? The sneezes indicated the presence of the thieves. The presence of the thieves inside the cupboard. the inmates with the help of servants tackled the thieves. How were the thieves vanquished? The sneezes indicated the presence of the thieves inside the cupboard. The inmates, with the help of servants, tackled the thieves. With the help of the servants, they just opened the door of the cupboard and they caught them. Next question is, what do you understand of Hubert's nature from the story? What do you understand of Hubert's nature from the story? Hubert was clever and intelligent. He was helpful by nature. So he saved the inmates from the thieves. What do you understand of Hubert's nature from the story? Hubert was clever and intelligent. He was helpful by nature. So he saved the inmates from the thieves. We have some paragraph questions after this. Answer in a paragraph. The first one is, narrate the clever manner in which Hubert outwitted the thieves. Narrate the clever manner in which Hubert outwitted the thieves. How he cheated, how he treated the thieves. Hubert wanted to save the old man and his family. From the thieves. He thought of an idea. Pretending to do some magic tricks. He climbed on the cupboard. He blew some snuff into it through an opening. A suppressed sneeze came out. Everyone in the house was surprised. Hubert wanted to save the old man and his family from the thieves. He thought of an idea. Pretending to do some magic tricks, he climbed on the cupboard. He said that he will perform some tricks, magic tricks. He climbed on the cupboard. He blew some snuff into it through an opening. There was an opening, small opening on the top of the door, and he blew some snuff into it. A suppressed sneeze came out. Immediately, the suppressed, that means outburst. It is outburst of the sneeze came out. Everyone in the house was surprised to hear that sneeze, the sound of the sneeze. Hubert got more snuff boxes and emptied all the snuff into the cupboard. At once, there came a storm of sneezes. Now the inmates realized that some strangers were inside. They called all the servants, and tackled the thieves. Thus, Hubert was able to outwit the thieves. Hubert got more snuff boxes and emptied all the snuff into the cupboard. At once there came a storm of sneezes. Now the inmates realized that some strangers were inside. They called all the servants and tackled the thieves. That means with the help of the servants, they caught the thieves. Thus Hubert was able to outwit the thieves. That means he overcame. He defeated the thieves. He got victory in his act. Another paragraph is given in our text. Describe the storm in the cupboard. And its consequence. Describe the storm in the cupboard and its consequences. Hubert asked everyone to be quiet. He got the snuff boxes from the old man he blew the snuff into the cupboard. Now a suppressed sneeze emerged from the cupboard. The old man thought that it was strange. It was strange. Hubert asked for more snuff, and emptied all the snuff into the cupboard. Hubert asked everyone to be quiet. He got the snuff box from the old man. He blew the snuff into the cupboard. Now a suppressed sneeze emerged from the cupboard. The old man thought that it was strange. Hubert asked for more snuff and emptied all the snuff into the cupboard. At once, a storm of sneezes arose. The thieves inside the cupboard began to sneeze uncontrollably. Now the inmates realized that some strangers were inside. So they called the servants. They opened the cupboard and tackled the thieves. Thus, the storm in the cupboard led to the capture of the thieves. At once a storm of sneezes arose. The thieves inside the cupboard began to sneeze uncontrollably. Now inmates realized that some strangers were inside, so they called the servants. They opened the cupboard and tackled the thieves. Thus, the storm in the cupboard led to the capture of the thieves. Describe the storm in the cupboard. This is a question and its consequences. And after the storm in the cupboard and what is happening is given here. Let us see how the questions are asked in the public examination. In April 2012, English second paper, in that question number 2. Read the following sentences and identify the character or the speaker. In that subdivision 1, they tactfully diverted the attention of the inmates. Who diverted the attention of the inmates? They. So, it is the thieves. They are the thieves. So, if you write the thieves, that is a correct answer. The thieves diverted the attention of the inmates so as to enter into the house, so as to hide themselves into the cupboard. The next question is, match the following appropriately. In that subdivision C, it is Hubert, and the option in the right side is given, was beaten black and blue. Black and blue. He was beaten badly. So, Hubert was beaten black and blue. The next question is, question number 4, the same question paper. Complete the following sentences choosing the correct answer from the options given below. Complete the following sentences choosing the correct answer from the options given below. Now, it is in the subdivision 4. Hubert saved the old man and his family with just a little dash, and the options are sugar, option B salt, option C snuff, option D chili powder. 4 options are given. Hubert saved the old man and his family with just a little snuff. With a snuff. The next question is, study the mind map and fill in the incomplete details. And mind map is given some 7 rectangles are given and something is written here. See, Hubert was beaten up and robbed of his horse by thieves. He limped his way to a nearby mansion, hoping to get some help. He limped his way to a nearby mansion, hoping to get some help. The next one, he saw that the thieves had entered in there and were hiding in a cupboard. He saw that the thieves had entered in there and were hiding in a cupboard. The next one is, Hubert wanted to warn the household of the impending danger, the danger that is going to come by the thieves. He wanted to warn them. The next one is, he offered to demonstrate a magic trick by creating a storm in the cupboard. He offered to demonstrate a magic trick by creating a storm in the cupboard. The next one is, he emptied snuff boxes into a narrow opening along the upper edge of the door. He emptied snuff boxes into a narrow opening along the upper edge of the door and blew the snuff into the cupboard. And with that, we have completed 5 marks for this. And the conclusion part is, the thieves in the cupboard fell into a fit of sneezing and almost fainted. The next question is October 2012. The public examination. Question number 3. Match the following appropriately. Match the following appropriately. And in that, subdivision C, Hubert, and the options on the right side, a 14-year boy. Hubert, a 14-year boy. Next question is, complete the following sentences choosing the correct answer from the options given below. Complete the following sentences choosing the correct answer from the options given below. It is Hubert, subdivision 5, Hubert retrieved his dash from the thieves. Options are given: jewels, option B, money, option C, horse, option D, car. 4 options are given. Hubert retrieved his dash from the thieves. He lost the very beginning of the story. He lost his horse, and later on, after catching the thieves, he got back his horse. So retrieved his horse is the answer. Option C, horse is the answer. In the same question paper, we have another question. It is read the following passage given below and answer the questions that follow. In this question, the first 3 passages from your text is given, and let me read it, then later on we will see the question and answers. Once the first paragraph, Hubert, a little boy of 14, once travelled on his horse through a lonely road infested with the thieves and robbers. 3 hefty men waylaid him, took away his horse, and beat him black and blue. Poor Hubert limped his weary way across to a palatial mansion, hoping to get some help. On reaching the mansion, he raised his hand to knock when he saw the door already wide open. As he painfully staggered inside, he was shocked to hear the voices of the thieves who had waylaid him. The thieves had tactfully diverted the attention of the inmates of the house to some huge noise outside, forcing them all to rush into the streets to find out what was happening there. As the inmates were likely to return soon, the 3 thieves decided to hide inside a cupboard and wait until night to plunder the household. Only these 3 passages given in your question paper, and let us see the questions. What happened to Hubert on his way? And from the paragraph given in the question paper, you have to write the answer. On his way, Hubert was waylaid by 3 hefty men. Three hefty men. They beat him black and blue. And took away all his belongings. On his way, Hubert was waylaid by 3 hefty men. They beat him black and blue and took away all his belongings. The next question is, describe the route Hubert travelled. Through. Describe the route Hubert travelled through. The road was lonely. The road was lonely. It was infested with thieves and robbers. The way he was going alone, The road was lonely, it was infested with thieves and robbers. Now let us see the next question. Where did Hubert go to get help? Where did he go? Hubert went to a palatial mansion to get help. The next question is, who were inside the house? That means the mansion. Who were inside the house? The thieves who had waylaid Hubert were inside the house. And here in this question, who were the inmates? If the question is who were the inmates, we can write the inmates, the old man, the old couple and sons and daughters. Here, who were inside the house, it is bluntly asked, so we have to write only the thieves. The next question is, what had the thieves decided to do? What they decided? The thieves had decided to hide inside a cupboard and wait until night to plunder the household. What had the thieves decided to do? The thieves had decided to hide inside a cupboard and wait until night to plunder the household. Plunder means to rob. April 2013. It is April 2013. In that, question number 2, read the following sentences and identify the character or speaker. In that subdivision 3, more snuff. Who said these words? More snuff. Who asked for more snuff? It is Hubert. Hubert asked for more snuff to be blown inside the cupboard. Match the following appropriately. In that subdivision E, Hubert, in the right side, the option is a clever boy. Is the answer is a option given there. And in the same question paper, question number 4, complete the following sentences. Choosing the correct answer from the options given below. In that subdivision 4, the lonely road was infested with dash. The options are A, thieves and robbers. Option B is farmer and countrymen. The next option is tillers and growers. Option D is fisherman and fisherwoman. Fisherman and fisherwoman. The lonely road was infested with the option A, thieves and robbers. Thieves and robbers. Now, the next question in the same question paper is question number 7. Answer in a paragraph. Any one of the following. In that option B, describe the clever manner in which Hubert outwitted the thieves. Describe the clever manner in which Hubert outwitted the thieves. This we have already seen. I have given you the passage, paragraph, so you can very well write in that. Now, let us see the next question. In June 2013, in that question number 2, read the following sentences and identify the character speaker. In that 5, more snuff. The same is repeated here also, more snuff. Who said this? It is said by Hubert. Hubert only asking for more snuff. And question number 3, match the following. Match the following. In that subdivision E, 3 hefty men. The option in the right side, the 3 thieves 3 thieves. In the same question paper, one more question from this story is complete the following sentences choosing the correct answer from the options given below. In that subdivision 5, Hubert was dash years old. So the options are 8, option B 12, option C 15, and option D 40. Hubert was 14 years old. Option D is the answer, 14 years old. And question number 7, narrate the clever manner in which Hubert outwitted the thieves. And this is a paragraph question, and we know the answer, and I have given you already. Now let us see the next question paper, September 2013. In that question number 3, match the following appropriately. In that subdivision E, Hubert, a little boy of 14. In the right side, there is an option, a little boy of 14. In the same question paper, question number 7, it is a paragraph question. Describe the storm in the cupboard. And its consequences. Describe the storm in the cupboard and its consequences. This paragraph also I have given you already, so you can write it very well.